last year was an eventful one for Pastor Max and his congregation. They saw Phil and Vivian plant a new church. Then Derek fell in love and opened up a coffee shop with his new wife Sally. And Eddie took the soccer team out of the church league and into a whole new era of using sport for a purpose. Things were looking pretty peachy, and Pastor Max, along with his leadership team in church, were feeling quite happy with themselves. But just as they started to think they had arrived as a church, they realised there was still a lot to do. Being an ideas man, Pastor Max took his leadership team on a retreat, and they used the missional conversation resource from Crossover to ask some searching questions. After a few somewhat animated conversations, they agreed on some key ways forward. First off, they had a look at the results from the latest National Church Life Survey, which Crossover sponsored, and realised there are a lot more people in their congregation willing to participate in church planting than they ever imagined. Needless to say, they began planning their second church plant a lot sooner. They also realised how so many of their people were engaged on the internet and how little their church invested in this. It took Pastor Max a long time before he caught on, but they recruited some social media whiz kids and started connecting with people they previously couldn't reach. Then there were the new migrant populations in their local area that they'd hardly connected with, so they agreed to make this much more of a priority. This brought exciting new ways to get involved in refugee advocacy, housing support, and teaching English as a second language. The whole church culture began to transform. Potluck suppers consisting of quiche were a thing of the past, replaced by food from around the world. After reading the latest Prac magazine issue on missional children and youth ministry, the youth and children's pastors saw that most of their activities were geared around church kids. They were inspired by case studies of other churches opening up their events to involve young people from the community. Despite being an uncomfortable change, they knew it was the right thing to do. And it didn't stop there. As their church community expanded, it became clear that they'd become great at friendship, but had neglected to help people learn how to help others to become Jesus followers. They wanted to go deeper. The Crossover Training Day gave people some great skills in becoming confident about explaining the gospel. Pastor Max was grateful for Crossover playing its part, sparking new thinking and helping with resourcing where it could to deepen the church's engagement with the community. We invite you to partner with us as we help churches connect people with Jesus. You can help Crossover with this important work by making our Easter offering. We really value your help. Crossover, ministry beyond the walls.